How's it going, guys? You're watching Wake Up and Live. I'll be doing my giveaway in this video. The rules are simple. You must be subscribed to this channel, like this video, be following me and Ski on Instagram. And how to actually enter, I'll be telling you how later in this video, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I do think it's one of my better videos yet. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Good luck to everyone who enters the giveaway, and thanks for watching. Okay, it's winner takes all. Ski prong knife, Wake Up and Live hat, and a 7.5 foot ski prong. And don't worry, I'll actually be doing another giveaway on the next video after this. So just in case you don't win on this one, there's always another chance. Okay, so this is from the first dive. After warming up and taking a few drops, decided to take one drop down at 80 feet, so here it is. Right away this uhu comes in, super friendly. This umilu comes in, and actually this umilu was following us for a few drops before this, and I was debating on taking him, but still hoping for just something better to come along. I was looking for that big kali or uku. Just looking around, there's a small moose in the back. Nothing real special. Again, this umilu just tempting me. But yeah, I decided to give it a pass, and after this we move spots. So right here, this is down at I think 65 to 70 feet. As soon as I get to the bottom right here, these two kahalas come in. And I was just talking to my friend about kahalas, saying that I don't see them anymore, and I haven't shot one in a while, so I was debating on taking one here. Look around, make sure nothing better is coming in. Not, so yeah, I'm gonna line up. I got a perfect stone shot on this one. Super stoked. Always love stoning fish, it's super satisfying. So right here I'm hoping that the other one sticks around and maybe my partner can drop down and get it. And I was also hoping that this kahala doesn't have worms, because especially from this spot, yeah, I know that they do carry worms. So I got to the surface, slowly pulling it up. Right there, my partner dropped his throw flasher and started dropping down. Super cool footage, because you see me pulling mines up and you're gonna see him take his shot as well. Right there, you saw him. Took a shot, got a solid holding shot. And yeah, we secured two nice kahalas. Mine's was 16 pounds and his was 20. So right here, he's just gonna slowly bring it up. He got a good shot on it, so it's not fighting very hard. Okay, so this is my partner's footage. There I am coming up after stoning the kahala. Right here you can see the other kahala, and he's gonna do some grunts, try to get his attention. As I said before, he did drop his throw flasher, so it is sinking. And you're actually gonna see him over here glance up because he's wondering where it is, so he's figuring the kahala is probably gonna try and go towards it. Right there, I don't know if you guys saw it, but yeah, it was sinking. But anyway, yeah, the kahala is just gonna turn. Gonna come in right here. And yeah, took a shot. As I said before, a nice solid holding shot. Wasn't coming off. And definitely put the brakes on that fish. So after that, I took another drop in the same spot, and right away these two Kahalas come in again, smaller ones. And I was actually debating on shooting one because the smaller ones have less likely chance of having worms, and they taste great for sashimi. It's real tempting when they make it this easy, but I decided to give them the pass. I'm sure if I had my 3 prong, I probably would have tried taking one. But yeah, always nice to just watch fish sometimes. Yeah, nothing else came around. And actually my partner did see an Aloha after he shot his Kahala. I forgot to mention that. I was hoping that was actually going to come in, but yeah, I never did see it again. So after taking a few drops out there and nothing, we decided to, of course, grab the ski prong and get some fish to fry. So right there, just gonna shoot some coles and some impachis. You know, the usual suspects. And you can tell from this footage right here that this Mipachi hole is a little deeper. Look at how friendly these pachis are. They're not deep inside the hole. They're not all erratically swimming around. And yeah, like I've always said, that's the benefit of going to like 60 feet to shoot fish. They become way more friendly. So after that, I decided to head on in, and I decided to check this small house before getting out. I've never seen anything in this house besides Menpachis and Palanis, but yeah, anytime I pass it, might as well check it, right? Yeah, nothing home. All the Menpachis are there. Just gonna do a swim through. But yeah, that concludes this dive. And stay tuned for the cleaning of the Kahala. Okay, so right here's my partner's Kahala. Hoping there's no worms. And sure enough, there's some worms. So right here, I'm hoping that after I cut into it, it won't be that bad. But sure enough, it's infested. I did manage to salvage a decent amount of meat. I cut as much as I could out. And here's mine, fingers crossed. And again, same story, full of worms. But yeah, I managed to get enough to eat at least. And it actually tasted really good. So yeah, right here, gonna wrap them in pachis and coles. Just did a super quick panko style with the kahala meat right here. Okay, on to the next dive. I don't know if you guys can recognize this spot, but it's the same spot that we shot those kahalas from. This is, I think, a few days later. I went back to this spot to do a quick dive in the morning because I was actually gonna drive out to another spot with my friends later to go camping. So I know, yeah, I want to check out this spot one more time. I'm kind of hoping for that ulua or an uku to come in, but yeah, nothing came in. And my goal for today was actually to 3-prong some deeper water. So after taking a few drops with my gun over here, kind of getting warmed up, I'm gonna swim back out to that other spot and take 2 drops. So right here's the first drop. This is down at 82 feet. I'm actually hoping for that umilu that we saw last time to come in. And right away, right there, you see it. I'm like, perfect. But luckily I did notice that a kali was behind it. So right here, I'm gonna just wait for this kali to come all the way in. And yeah, I got a perfect shot on him, stoning it. And right here's a heart attack. A shark gave me the jump scare. But yeah, I was stoked. My first deep drop of the day, and I secured a nice kali on the 3-prong. And this kali ended up being 3.4 pounds. So my biggest on the 3-prong so far. So after that, I took one more drop in the same spot, hoping that umilu comes in. But as you can see, it kind of got more empty. Like all the fish went away. Not sure if it was because I shot the kali or maybe the shark. I don't know, but I kind of felt like a lot of the fish is not there now. So just looking around, hoping, you know, something good comes in. But unfortunately, nothing else does. And yeah, after that, I'm going to move into slightly shallower water at like 60 and 50 feet. Right there, this spotted eagle ray comes to check me out at the surface. So right there, I took a drop. I think this is down at like 55 feet or so. Looking around, hoping for something nice to come in. Have those 2 barracudas over there, all these coles. And I actually should have shot that toal. I'm not too sure why I didn't. I'm sure I thought about it. I was probably just hoping for something better to come along. But anyway, yeah, I didn't shoot nothing. After taking a few more drops, decided to start heading in, and I noticed a moo pile. So I grabbed my gun and decided to take one last drop. This is down at 60 feet. So just the usual, dusting, trying to keep the head low. You can see them in the background, but Yeah, they're not interested at all. I don't even think they came in. But I always love doing these drops. It's good practice. Stretch out the lungs, you know. Looking around, I'll make sure nothing else is sneaking in, but nothing else does, and yeah, that concludes that dive. So here's a collie. Super stoked. Mission accomplished. Right there, gonna bake it up real quick. And I actually gave this to my parents and they really enjoyed it. It did come out super good. Okay, so after that, we drove out to go camping. Got to the spot, spent the night. My friends night fished and got some avail veils. So next morning, this is the dive right here. We went out to blue water, only saw a few rainbow runners. Came into the ledge, dropped more palu, and we noticed a nice uku coming in, but it never did give us a shot. So I decided to just take a drop here. This is down at 80 feet. And right there's the uku. Yeah, this was not a good drop. I wasn't comfortable, so I'm not staying on the bottom very long. Went back up and I think I took one more drop, but it never did come back in. So after that, headed off into the shallower water. This is probably around 50 feet or so. Spotted an akule ball, so decided to take a drop, see if anything's underneath or anything's gonna come in. Looking around, looking out past the ledge. Doing some grunts. Doing all the usual things, you know, scratching, grunting. But unfortunately, nothing else comes in, but there's a lot of reef fish right there, so I could enjoy the scenery. Okay, so after taking a few more drops after this, I could tell I was just tired. My breath hold wasn't very great. Probably from the dive the previous day. But anyway, I decided to call it a dive. Jumped out, ate some lunch, and my friends actually wanted to jump into three prong and kind of mess around, so they didn't even suit up at all and jump back in. And I decided to fully suit up, get back in the water, which is something I don't really do because I know my breath hold's already gonna suffer. But yeah, I decided to go in. Why not? So yeah, I took a drop. I think this is around 50 or 55 feet. Again, not feeling super comfortable. I can tell my breath hold is not going to be close to what it should be. But I just wanted to try my luck. You know, how's that move right there? I'm sure if I was paying attention, I probably could have brought it in, but yeah, I wasn't. And I actually did see a nice ulua cruising outside of there by the ledge. But yeah, it had no interest in me. So after taking a few drops, no luck, I decided to take this drop here. And I didn't record from the surface because I was just going to do a breath hold at like 45 feet. And got to the bottom, looked up, and sure enough, this big uku came right in. Ready to line up, take the shot. Not the best shot, but luckily it held. And yeah, this was just being in the right place at the right time for sure. I mean, like I said, I was just gonna do a breath hold drop, and luckily I remembered to press record as soon as I saw the uku. Anyway, yeah, just bringing it up. really hoping it doesn't rip off. And yeah, secured it. As soon as I got hold of it, I made sure I grabbed it tight. Wasn't letting it go. Gonna knife it right here. Dispatch it. Cut the gills to bleed it out. And yeah, I was stoked. Secured some future sashimi and sushi with a nice 13.5 pound uku. Okay, so now how to enter the ski prong giveaway. As I said before, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like this video. Make sure you're following me and Ski on Instagram. And to enter the giveaway, drop Wake Up and Live in the comments below. And on the next video, I'll show the winner. But anyway, that pretty much wraps up this video. I'm gonna just make some sushi and whatnot. Thanks for watching. As always, dive safe, stay safe. Aloha, guys.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah.